morning. It's day 21, which means 3 weeks of 75 hard. Yeah, tired today. I went to bed too late. Didn't sleep as much as I have been. So we're gonna try to maybe nap today. Right now we have about 7 inches of snow. It's supposed to snow till 1. It's 6:40 right now. So we're gonna go out, walk for 45 minutes. I'm gonna bring the dogs with me, and if they don't like it, we'll be bringing them back. But I just spent like 20 minutes deciding whether or not to walk in sneakers and sweats or boots and snow pants. She wants to go with me. Get her. What's up? You wanna go with me? Yeah. You let me get ready, and we'll go out? Okay. This is the ordeal of taking the dogs. Alright, come here. Give me the belly. Look at the belly. Wiggle that bum. Wiggle that bum. Wiggle that bum. Alright. Come here, Axel. You wanna go, Mama? Come on. Come on. You know the drill. You know the drill. Come here. Yeah, this is a little... My hair was too soft. Probably gonna get hot. Here, wish me luck. Trying to show how much we have there. It goes up to Axel's belly right now. Since we opted for sneakers, we gotta shovel a path out. That should be fun. All right, we're almost to the road. The snowplow made quite a big. All right, we got out. Doesn't look as deep from this angle, but it's probably like 7 inches. And we might end up coming back to change. We'll see. The shoes, it's slick. Alright, I just turned around and went back for the boots. The hill's not plowed, and even where the town plowed is too deep for my sneakers. So the only thing about these boots is I have one pair of socks that don't slip down with them. I hope I'm wearing them. Okay, we're gonna knock the hill out, but my boots aren't even as deep as this snow. You can see Maggie. I got some pretty about mid-calf bogs on. Come on guys, let's go in it. Come on, right up the middle. We're gonna go for it. I don't think it's been plowed at all. That's one lap. You can kind of see our path going up, so we got 2 more. I can feel my socks slipping, so I'm getting annoyed. So the snow is all the way up to my boots, which is about that high. Just finished the hills. I think I dressed too warm. It's not as deep here down below. This isn't so bad. The hills was exhausting. I think it took me a little bit. I got 14 minutes left. 31 minutes usually takes about 25 or so. So maybe less than that actually. I think I'm gonna put these. Okay. Garmin just updated my time. It was 38 something for a mile. So that takes me about 12 minutes longer today in the snow. That's okay. I prefer the snow than waiting till when it stops and everything's cleaned up around 1. I'm just more likely to not be successful if I don't get it done in the morning. It'll be on my mind all day. It's really pretty out. Yeah, I guess we're getting another storm Thursday and then a big storm Sunday possibly, which is crazy because we've barely had any snow. Jeez. just about done with the first workout. Snow's pretty deep. We did the hill and close to 8 to 12 inches of snow. And then this doesn't have as much snow, but it was still too deep for sneakers, so we're wearing the bogs. Everything feels promising. Like the goals that I have to race this year feels attainable right now, when 22 days ago it felt like I was just hurting myself worse by even thinking about it. Just making myself feel more down. But right now, I'm feeling pretty good about Boston. Wow, look at how much snow's on the deck. Just finished I can smell everything through the bag. It's probably just finished going for a walk with the dogs. Quite a bit of snow. We got some bagels from the neighbor yesterday, homemade bagels, so that's probably gonna be breakfast with cream cheese, and then I'm gonna go down and ride the bike. The bagel's about 200 to 250 calories, and the cream cheese is about 60. Okay, finally made it down to the basement. This is why I like to get things done first thing, because now it's 9:30 and I always want to have everything done by like 8, 9 on the weekend. So I have a lot to do today. I have a paper due, a discussion post to respond to. Still gotta get my 45-minute ride in. So I'm just gonna get this ready. The goal is to try to do the whole 45 without too much of a break. See how comfortable I stay. Up. It really wasn't even a horrible hill. I'm just that out of shape. Alright, I get another 12, 14 minutes. Taking one more break. I have about 10 more minutes left, but it didn't really have to do with like how tired I am. I'm tired, but it has more to do with getting used to the seat again and how uncomfortable it can be. There's just a factor of getting used to the seat that doesn't really matter what you do, in my opinion. I don't know if everyone else feels that way. I would like to point out also that every time I start riding my bike and get used to it and build up some tolerance to the seat, I always say, I'm not gonna stop again. And here we are today. I stopped and it hurts. It's so frustrating. Just finished up my ride. It was hard, I can't lie. I already said how many times I had to stop. I had to stop twice, getting used to the seat. It can be very uncomfortable at times, but we're making progress. This is how I'm trying to look at it. To get on the bike and try is better than to keep avoiding getting on the bike. And by getting on the bike now gives me a better chance for getting on the bike in the early spring outside, which will be a lot easier than riding indoors. And I'm just trying to keep that in mind, that everything that I do now is going to help me later and help me meet my goals. My goals, again, aren't my priority. Building these new habits, really focusing on the habits is a priority. And in the past, I have created good habits, but I've never found a way to support them when they're challenged. And that's pretty much what I'm doing now. Getting up, getting out early, walking through the snow, and a foot of snow in some cases, is challenging the obstacles that can prevent you from doing these things that you want to do. Like going for, doing that 45-minute walk that's part of 75 hard. That's an obstacle that was presented. But my desire to go out and get the walk done early is what got me out and figured out a way to get it done. Whether it was in my sneakers, my yak tracks, or my boots, I got out and got it done this morning, but I found it was really easy to procrastinate until I got downstairs to do this ride, and I'm not so happy with how I handled that because I took a break, ate breakfast, and then took forever to come down here, and I can't let that happen because now I feel like I'm really behind on the day. By the time I sit down to get the other things I need to get done, it's going to be noon, and then I'm going to feel really stressed. So I kind of messed up the morning, but I'm still glad that I took the time, came down and did this. It would have been much easier for me, honestly, to do a second 45-minute walk outside than to come down and get my butt on here, deal with the discomfort that comes with having not ridden in a while, and do a full 45 minutes on the bike. So this was I see this as a good day overall. Tonight's dinner is a cup of rice, half cup of refried beans, 3/4 cup of burger, sprinkle of cheddar, and probably an 1/8 cup of avocado. Tasty burrito bowls. All right, wrapping up day 21 of 75 hard. Today was single-handedly my hardest water day. I just finished my water around 9:30. Typically I like to go to bed at least an hour earlier, so it's not a good start to the night or end to the night. But yeah, let's go day 21. Done.